Alright, so I got a story here from boundincomics.com. I'll link it in the description box if you want to read it for yourself, but here we go. Sarah Michelle Gellar claims female-led Marvel films face heavy criticism because audiences only want male superheroes. It's a very backwards way of thinking. She's doing promotion for this show she's in called Wolfpack, and quite frankly, as it says here, in the latest instance of a celebrity blaming fans for the failings of a multi-million-dollar entertainment franchise, rather than giving even the slightest consideration to the fact that the studios themselves may be responsible for their own problems. We're talking about actress Sarah Michelle Gellar's claim that the heavy criticism leveled at female-led Marvel projects stemmed not from issues with their quality, but rather audiences' own inability to accept non-male superheroes. Here's her quote. There's a recent interview with the UK news outlet The Guardian, giving a promotion of her new superhero, so her supernatural YA drama television series, Wolfpack. Basically talking about how at one point, because she was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, for those who may not know, she had to turn down a number of potential roles in films that would go on to have great success, such as Fight Club and Gangs of New York. She was proud to have made a great television show, and she goes on, she talks about how her mom, was a single mother working just above the poverty line, blah, 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 all that stuff. That's all good. I don't mean to, diminish that in any way. That's important, that's cool. But I want to get to the point of this article, basically. She said that, here we go, right here. Turning her attentions to the current Kingpin and spandex tights heavy films, Gellar lamented every time a Marvel movie tries to do a female cast, it just gets torn apart. Unfortunately, audiences weren't as accepting. There's still this mentality of the male superhero, this very backwards way of thinking, which is absolutely absurd. They give a couple examples of what they're talking about in the article here. With Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel is generally accepted by its critics to be a fine, if not standard, superhero origin tale. Instead, fans were put off by the fact that not only was Marvel trying to force audiences to treat Carol Danvers with the same reverence as such comic book icons as Captain America or Spider-Man, but that its lead actress responded to critics of this cynical attempt at artificial relevance by pompously writing them off as bigots. It also helps that the movie was sandwiched in between Infinity War and Endgame, that two of the biggest movies of all time, especially superhero-wise. That helps. But they also try to do the whole thing about, well, she's actually been around this entire time, which is just idiotic, but whatever. Then there's Black Widow, a film which most audiences have been clamoring for ever since her proper superhero debut in the Avengers film. They say this outlook towards the Natasha solo adventure only soured when the film finally came to fruition and was found to be filled with backstory-ruining quips. For instance, why does Yelena treat the forced hysterectomies forced upon Red Room recruits with such levity when her sister could barely bring herself to talk about it with Bruce in Age of Ultron? And embarrassingly poor CGI. I didn't think the CGI was that bad, but, fair point, I guess. They rejected the film not because it focused on women, but because after years of anticipation, what we got was perhaps the most laziest and most Marvel Studios movie of the entire franchise. Then it moves on to Doctor Strange, about how they had basically done like a 180 and used Strange's sequel to offer some sort of vindication to Wanda Maximoff's post-WandaVision heel turn. And it goes on, it says David Cohen's abominable. It's like, I blame Taika Waititi for that shit, but for Thor Love and Thunder. Basically talking about how it was basically just garbage. And it wasn't so much that it was a female, it was fucking trash too. Now that didn't help. Cause some people don't care for, they say Thor girl here, but some people don't care for that. But it's just the fact that it was poorly written. It wasn't very good. It was just full of stupid comedy, quote unquote. Anyway, that's basically it though. And then it kind of goes and says the first season of Wolfpack currently airing on Paramount Plus. See the article. Like I said, I'll link in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. I've already gone 4 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's just, I don't know what it is with these types. It's like they get this playbook that says you have to attack the potential fans. You have to criticize customers. Never look inward to blame yourself or the studio's failings or whatever. No. It's the fans' fault. They reject me. It's like, come on, man, get out of here. It's just fucking stupid. But anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.